This is Uguay Zen. He's been feeling stuck, so he sent me a VOD to help him figure out why he can't climb on Magneto. So thankfully, as one of the best Magnetos that you could ask for, he came to the right person. So let's check it out. Let's see. We got Uguay Zen on the mag, defense, triple support Captain America. Alright, I hope I'll be able to give you some good answers here. With their comp, they have a lot of damage, and more damage than you do. You're kind of the main tank, I guess, because you have a thing. This would be very tempting to bubble him, and you're probably gonna end up bubbling him. Yeah, that's good bubble. You could have shifted as well. This is okay. Big tip for Mag here. You see this thing here, the big ammo thing, especially with their comp. This thing here, this means get the fuck out. Yep, shift, walk back. Because this whole area is a red zone. Red space. I think we're gonna start covering this concept more in depth later. This is a red space. That's how I like to think about it. This is a no-no zone. Red space. Do not stay here. This is fucking dangerous. Let's go aerial view as well so I can show you. But this is red space. You can still see it. This is red space. Oh, this is red space. Here. This applies for everyone. If they have a fucking ammo thing, this is red space. Don't stand here. You will die. And you're not using it. When they pop this, by the way, as a mag, you need to pop your shield and you need to back up. That turns, let's say you were standing here with your shield up, that turns it into green space. Now they can't shoot that. You can stand there. Or I guess it's yellow technically, because it's very, you don't want to stay there. Yeah, like up to a few seconds of respite. But you just put your shield up, you walk back, the space follows with you like this, right? So it was like this at the start, and then you walk back, you're here now, it would be like, space will be here, then the space will be here, and then you're chilling. But whenever they pop this as a mag and made it a habit, just fucking pop that shift and walk backwards. There's no point in staying out there. You might not die, but somebody will. Now you got the opening. The ammo count is about to go down. Pushing up here makes sense. Oh, is it just the Winter Soldier? You want to punish it by their minus. Ping taking space. And no hook. When they don't hook, when they've used hook, that means you have 5-6 seconds of space. You can be more aggro here if you want to. Now they put the turret down. You gotta either shoot the cap, or you gotta, what the fuck happened with his? Okay. You gotta shoot the cap, you gotta shoot the turret. Realistically here, you just put your shift up because the Punisher turret is gonna melt you. This is dangerous space to be in now. So shift up and walk back. Alright, it worked out anyways, but you could have shifted up here just for a little bit for the space. If you had your right click, you can right click the Captain America as well to disrupt them. I don't do this enough myself, but try to remember what comps the enemy team is running, and you're gonna know what they want to do. The only one I think who would want to flank that you would want to look for here is this guy, and he's right there, so. So this is, again, very dangerous, and now the hook's coming out as well. You amplified, but you're face checking raccoon or ammo. Very dangerous stuff. You're playing with fire. It seems to be working out, but you are playing with fire here.
Much better. I'm an easy target.
One of these times you're gonna get fucking rolled. I like the. I feel like this might be, yeah, I feel like your job as a mag very often is to break these runes. Like, you don't deal that much meaningful damage, so if you can break the runes, like you left click, I think you can right click because you had one ring. Just break this thing real quick. Like, that'll make a big difference, but you hitting like one enemy once with a primary one. Very good bubble there. The enemy team is split up now. You're walking back to help your backline. That is the play. Could be right clicking. I would probably like even right click the. There's a spectator bug, so I don't know which one is which, but you could probably right click Cloak out of the way here so she can't do a lot of damage. Now you don't have the angle here, but you could knock her out of the way and maybe kill her, but this is such an awkward fight. They're all over the place. Okay, so at least they all jump back to their team, so now they're on one side. I felt the tingling to ult there as well. However, you don't have a goal with this, I think. And it will probably backfire in a little bit. That was a great ultimate, but I'm gonna be honest, that was a lucky ultimate. Loki just happened to pop his ult, and then you threw your ult on the Winter Soldier, and then you didn't even kill the Cloak and Dagger, but your Winter Soldier ulted as well, so she died. Or the Loki. You could have had your ult for Loki, you could have had your ult for Punisher, and you didn't. Now you have a full shield. Now you should be holding shift. Into a Punisher doing this, you hold your shift up. Came out a little bit late. You could have bubbled your Winter Soldier as well there. It seems to work out though. You did turn it, which is good. Could have been better. Like there was a series of things working out in your favor, but I could easily have gone the other way. Let's dance. We could have been shooting Raccoon the whole time and it would have died, by the way. I wouldn't even bother shooting Caps at this point, except with your right click. Just shoot the backline, it will die. This is a hard comp for Mag to play against because there's a lot of things you need to counter with, let's say, your ult. So it's gonna be hard, but... Ooh, okay. I can see you making these decisions in real time. I feel like I'm watching your psyche. You were like, oh, looking back, I have my bubble. Oh, he's low health, so bubble him. He didn't need it. Now you don't have bubble for 10 seconds. Is it coming back to bite you? We will see. That was a good pick. Yep, that's better than nothing. This is a lot about GM nowadays, I guess. Okay. This is real firepower. This really seems a bit too high for this guy. I was thinking the same, for sure. Only 60 seconds left. Again, you're just bubbling. I think you're thinking that's the priority target, but he wasn't getting focused, really. Like, yeah, Black Panther was in the back, but he wasn't getting focused, so he was just in the back. And then just ignore him. Also, he voided. And now you don't have a bubble. I don't think you could have bubbled him. He died like immediately. But you would have had a bubble now. Now he's gonna go back in. Needed to shift this guy. Again, red space. There it is. At least we did it eventually. You have bubble available now. I don't think you're gonna end up needing it. It's good for the cloak if she needs it. Now you have ult. Okay. Perfect opportunity to just flip this on him immediately. It's probably a good idea to do it too because your team is very far out. And it's the last fight. Getting one pick here is going to be huge. Yeah, also new cloak with ults. So like you're going to have to make a decision there, like is the cloak or the... I think this could have been the right decision because again, I don't think your teammates would have survived that ult. You could hold shift. I don't know if they would have killed him. If you could hold shift and it would have killed him, then you could just kept your shift up. You had a full cooldown. Or full charge, and then you could have had an ult for CD. Like realistically, they would have both of these ults up. Okay. Bit of a greedy bubble, but given the circumstances, I think it's a fair bubble. Yeah. I feel like just ignoring Captain America makes most sense there. Like as a mag is awkward because none of the damage you do on Captain America makes it different. Just, you know, like I think his ult heals faster than the damage you do if you hit everything. It's just unnecessary. Let's watch him here. That's good. You should have thrown right there. You threw it too late. And I think you shielded that. You literally could have killed the cloak right there. You have all the charge you need. 68, you're like past half. This will kill her. Even 79 at this point, because it adds even more. I found this out recently. I don't think I have it in my notes. You can actually kill Punisher here. I don't know if you get the chance to do it. If you shoot like above him, it deals damage to him in the back. And it might be enough to like pressure him and kill him. I don't know if you'd get the chance to do that much damage, but it's worth knowing. I like the bottom block there, just didn't work out. Oh, I feel like it didn't work. gamer subs. Yeah, you're making the right choice here. Just literally ignore this guy. You can't do it. Maybe bubble your teammate that you just sell out here, but yeah, there's no point. Look at what's happening. So a lot of shots you're gonna put on the Punisher now, if you knew about the turret thing. Yeah, I assume he's waiting for a defensive ult now. Yep, right decision. What I do, this is a small tip, this is extremely helpful. Great ult. What I do though is when I play Mag, I go for an ult, I ping who I'm trying to ult. It helps my teammates know what I'm doing, but it also helps me keep track of them more easily because they disappear so easily in all the noise. I think she probably double jumped, but oh no, 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 look at the enemies. No, dude. Don't do that. It's not over. It's not over. No, dude. Bro's fucking DMing his E-girl, man. You can't do that. It's not over. It's not over until it's over. I think one of my problems is I don't know when to back up push-up. I noticed we didn't reason until very later. Yeah. It's a mistake. Dude, everyone makes this mistake. Like, it's early in the game's lifespan. People don't notice. If you know how to reset, you can call it. And like, if you just stand still by spawn and punch them, they'll fall in line. But like, you'll really stand out if you just know when to reset, when to push up and stuff like that. I'm so surprised they haven't closed this out yet. Like, this is going on for way too long. Turns out you got it. You're not off the hook. You're not off the hook. You guys got it at the end, but you literally took your hands off the keyboard there. I don't know what you were doing. You just stood there and looked away for like 10 seconds when they were coming up. Let's say your biggest mistake on Mag is, so you kind of, like you said, resetting would have helped you and your team in general, but on you specifically micro-wise, I feel like you're probably wasting your cooldowns a little bit too much. There's a certain amount of, and this is something everyone will always do, it's part of like learning Mag, I think, but there's a lot of like, oh, I should probably bubble, so you bubble, and then you don't have it for 12 seconds, and one of your teammates die because you don't have the bubble. Or against Punisher, you just let him destroy your entire team with a raccoon team up or something. Is there a queue? There is a queue, yes. There's 2 people ahead of you. Oh, you gotta work on your Magneto mechanics as well. Like somebody said, your sense is very high. Okay, here, right here. This is, I will say this is one of the hardest corners in the game. I think somebody called this like the God corner. This shit is impossible to go through. You could take the next corner here. You could walk up and just kind of cut this guy off. You got all your cooldowns and he's really alone, and like if you just walk up in front of him, you hold your shield up, he'll get no heals from his teammates and he'll just die, and you'll have this corner to play. He's giving it up for free right now. A common mistake I see a lot of people do is they think of the, you have your space is one thing and the card is another. If you get the space, you will get the card eventually. Oh my bad. This is a reset. Oh, this is definitely a reset. They burned 3 ults for it. Oh wait, 2. It's Loki. Loki and Punisher and Raccoons, the 3. Knowing when a fight is lost is something everyone we watch so far needs to work on. That is a huge pick though. Yeah, I didn't like this. I don't know if it'll work out. Very greedy. I can see it working out. It's very scrappy though. Oh, you're watching the wrong guy. You're looking at the tank again. Look at these guys in the back. Shoot the back line. 3 kills. They're low. You can sneeze on them. They'll die.
This is real firepower.
I do feel like you're standing a little bit far back though. I can't say for sure, but I keep feeling like, I mean, Bucky's really far out. Is that because you're playing too far back or because Bucky is overextending or both? I do feel like you're a little bit too far back every time though. If you're playing this far out, like if you're playing like this, at the very least shoot the back lane. You have to keep in mind, they play triple support, which makes it even more important that you just walk up and shoot the back lane, I think. Because you could just kill them, they don't have the damage to deal with you. And they have more support ults than you do. You have a rocket, you only have 1 support ult. Defensive ult, sorry. They have 2. Ult time. Yes! Please somebody hits it. Yes! Beautiful, beautiful. Something you can do on Mag a lot, small thing. I don't think you're doing this in general. Your decision making and picking the targets is kind of weak to begin with. Something Mags should do that I do is you can try to pick the backline, but you can also focus on doing as much damage as possible with your left click. Like just hit them when they're clumping up and build your ultimate. Your ultimate is so big, especially against triple support, because you got the Loki. You got the fucking Cloak and Dagger. You got the Punisher. And if they actually play like not Raccoon, but that's 4 people you need to ult. You need to ult like every fight. And you just gotta be better like at making as much, farming as much damage as you can as possible. It is an awkward fight because it's super split up. I feel like at this point you want to make sure your Iron Fist makes it. And your backline in general. Because your backline is your front line suddenly with your fucking Iron Fist and Cloak in Narnia. Very bad ultimate. Very bad ultimate. You have 4, again, you have 4 ultimate conditions. You don't need to throw your ultimate for a pig. I feel like you guys could reset a few times here. This fight is so messy. You have 20 seconds. You don't have to push right now. It's better to just like try to get a reset and then go in. Now you have a perfect opportunity, I think, to peel. Fall backwards a little bit. Again, you have 60. You don't have to stand on a point. You have 16 seconds. You have the Punisher. Just walk off to the side here. Obviously, your teammates are face checking him, so that you're gonna have to do something. But you didn't have to be all the way up here. The burning ultimates for no reason. But it's a perfect example of what I literally mentioned earlier. You have this space, the red space. And the green space. So he walks up here. At the moment, this is the one thing I want you guys to pick up from this whole review, this whole game. Wherever Punisher can see is red space because he shoots and they fucking die. Currently, red space is here. He and then obviously behind the corner, he's not LOS. This is like yellow space, I guess. This is how, when I play, I think like this. When I play, I'm not a captain. I literally think like this. I imagine these colors in my head. This is yellow space. Because that's like contested. You're gonna take damage here. It's like right next to the red space, obviously. And then you have green space. That would be like here. But not even there, obviously, because they could be here. But like I'd say, at this very moment, this is green space. This is green space. And like, it's an angle here. Like here, maybe. It's green space. You can't take damage. You're chilling. And as a mag, it's important that you know this because your shield it can turn red space into yellow or green. But now that as he moves up, you see that the angles tighten. Oh, he's right here. He's fucked either way. Yeah, he should have just hit. I don't know what the fuck it went up there. You could not have controlled that. I thought it was behind you. But now this whole area is red space. This whole place. You can put your shift up. That'll give a little bit of respite. It's not perfect. So I need to work on my mechanics, target priority, and cooldown usage. Is there anything else? More tips? Well, what I just said here with the space. Keep that in mind. And that was it for this one. I hope you guys learned a lot. We actually have launched a website where you can join in on the group coaching sessions like this one that we hold every Sunday, or book a private one-to-one session where I can go in depth with you and help you with improving in Marvel Rivals 2 wherever you want to go. Check it out in the description and the comments or by going to otter.coach.